Hey everybody, just a quick video tonight just to show you 3 different models of Filter Queen or Health-Mor products that were produced back in the late 80s to the newest one is that, well, not the newest, but newer back in 2022 model is the last one on the end there. I sold these years ago back in the mid 90s. They are great machines. Some not like your traditional bag machine or bagless. It is technically a bagless machine, but it uses a cellulose filter to filter the dust, particles, contaminants, all that out of the air. Now, I've had 3 of these machines, fixing to get rid of 2 of them, in my possession. So I needed to do this video just to kind of show you the differences. Literally the same machine. They've changed some features, some of the lids and some power nozzles, as you can see. Some of that's evolved over the years, but for the most part, it's kind of like Kirby. It's not a lot of change that's been involved with the Filter Queen machine as a whole. Back in the mid-90s, my family acquired one of the, they call it the DX, and I have to look because I'm horrible. This was the DX, model 95X. This was a model that was built in the mid-90s, and not a lot of change was done to it over the years. They took the grid top off the top, changed the color on the canister itself. They went from a steel or aluminum canister to more of an ABS type plastic on the newer models here. This Princess is the same model. A couple of differences is the hose length. This was marketed back in Japan back in the 90s. Literally the same machine, same on and off, but they marketed this to different markets as the Princess. This was the Princess 3. I don't have the dirt container in here. It's actually in the garage. This was a demo canister that I got that's a see-through. It had a crack here. I fixed it, so I had literally been using this machine with the filter in it, but with the see-through canister. They used these canisters on vacuum demonstrations just to show people the cyclonic airflow in the machines. There's a deflector in here in all of the machines that actually deflect the air, and it starts spinning around the cone and the dirt container inside. Thus, your bagless container, because there's no bag in the machine. The Princess had a much longer hose, which I actually like. The newer models have a longer hose with those as well. Power nozzle was a little bit different. Back in the day, a lot slimmer design. As you can see in the mid-90s, it went to a higher with the headlight. Some people like the headlight. I could care less either way. The newer machine on the end has no light at all. I think that Health-Mor could do an update and add a LED light strip across the front, kind of like Electrolux and a lot of these other companies have done over the last couple of years. But that, like I said, that is the newest model. They've actually changed the color again. Really, the only thing that they changed is the color. So you've got a new decal schematic on the front. The new machines are white with gold, but that was the one put out in 2020 to 2022, I believe. This is a 1-speed motor. The Princess was 1-speed. There was a plug-in here for the hose. Again, you have a very long hose, and you plug the power connector in here on the top, much like you would do on all of the models here. The Princess and also the DX95 model, you have a power cord that you would connect to the top of the wand here. And then your exterior cord was here. I love this power nozzle design. It's smaller than the DX95. Steel plate on the bottom, carpet height adjustment on the back. Would fit under furniture, not scar, scratch, anything like this. I acquired this one from a homeowner. It was an estate sale kind of thing. I would dare say there's no marring on the inside of the dirt container, so I guarantee you they never use this machine that much. The cap I'm waiting on a replacement part here. The cap was broken, and I'm getting a new felt tab to go inside. But other than that, this machine looked brand new. Again, you have a felt pad in here, and this was designed, this is what they call the air scent chamber. So you can literally put drops of your essential oil or Health-Mor, Rainbow, all these companies had their own water-based oils that you could put a drop in here or stick it on a cotton ball. And as you're vacuuming, it would actually deodorize the air. So that's what they call the air scent chamber. This one had no motor overheat button. The 95 does. Even the newest model down here will shut off if the motor overheats. The Princess, a lot of the older models did not have that function. Your on and off switches on the side on these two models. The newest model is on the top. It's a 2-speed motor. Other than that, they're the same machine. You've got your filter cone or filter guard here. You've got a secondary filter under the guard here that you can change out every couple months. It's basically a secondary filter in case dirt were to ever escape through the cellulose filter. In this one, since I had been using it here in the home, I actually put in the secondary filter as a charcoal filter to filter any odors, anything like that. I had just emptied this unit, and I'll pull this up just to show you guys. That is your cellulose filter cone. So all of the dirt, dust, dander, everything like that goes into the machine or in the dirt container here. The only downside to the filter queen is emptying. Unlike a bag container, a HEPA medium type bag, self-sealing, you take it out, just chunk it in the garbage. With this, you have a little bit of maintenance with it. So you do have to take it outside. I never empty this thing in the house. Take it outside, dump it, wipe it out with a wet paper towel or a cloth, microfiber, whatever. Put your new cellulose filter cone in. One of the things that I used to do in a demonstration was vacuum their carpet, pull the motor off, and then just show them how hospital white this filter cone was, unlike a bag or something like that, another machine that was expelling dirt and dust. So again, you never lose airflow with the machine because the dirt is working its way in a circular pattern, and your airflow is going up to the cellulose filter cone. I had just literally vacuumed the carpet with this machine before I came on here to do this. So literally the biggest thing was all of the tools with all of the models all store on top of the machine. This is what they call the Filter Queen crown. So your crevice tool, your upholstery tool, your brush, I'll just pull this off, your brush for the upholstery tool, your bare floor brush, and also your dust brush. And again, this was a Filter Queen Princess that I got. It's got some rust areas on it, but the machine works flawlessly. I do love the fact that it's got the longer hose on it. So literally you can plug it in and go. The tab, or the filter cone, actually has 3 tabs on it, so you make sure that all 3 tabs are showing before you lock it down, and everything self-seals. I'm going to put all this stuff back on here. One of the things that I kind of like is if you're in a hurry and you're working, everything is right here. You don't have to go anywhere for it. All of the hoses have a rubber gasket, actually seals the machine. Again, connect your power cord in. And as you can see, it's a long, flexible hose. It would help if I plugged it in. So that is the Princess 3. Again, you have the Majestic 95X, which was produced mid-90s and sold quite a many years. Again, I'm waiting for a fill tab for this thing. The biggest difference with the machines, metal, ABS plastic. I did change the bat filter in here. The bare floor brush has a groove in the front so your dirt material can go through. And also a much shorter hose. But again, it connects to the machine the same way. Now this does have a I told you wrong. It does have a two-speed motor on it, low and high. Switch here. Plug this thing up. A lot noisier power head, but more substantial weight than the Princess 3. Again, headlight on the front, and when you get the new Majestic here, so this is the Majestic, Filter Queen Majestic, produced in the 2000s. Again, same design, little different attachment head. Everything now is sealed on a new hose. I personally like the older stuff, but again, same type of groove on the front of the bare floor. You do have a longer hose, and you do have a two-speed motor, which is located here on the top of the machine. Other than that, literally your overheat button for the motor here. A lot quieter. You do have an on-off button here or switch for the power nozzle. It's a lot lighter power nozzle. I always used to think that these things were a lot smaller. I mean, it is smaller in width, but this power head is heavier. You would have to have it in your possession and know this is a lot lighter power nozzle. I like the heavier weight on the carpet. With this one, you have to adjust, just like the Princess, you have to adjust the carpet height. This one, there is no carpet height adjustment on it. The only thing that's on here is a reset button. That's it. Chevron brushes. I just like the feel of this one better than this one. I kind of want to show you the power. lot more power with the old machines. Great machine, less power. Let's go over here to the Princess. Again, you can see and like I said, you can see the machine. The original dirt container's out in the garage. I'm not going to go pull it out. But literally, same type of machine. Chrome, had a grid type pattern on it. 2-speed on the front. 2-speed on the top. Again, different seals on the attachments. But for the most part, same machines, just different power heads, different hoses. It's a toss-up. I have used all three machines over the years. They're great machines. The new one is pretty. Like I said, the newest model that is online, filterqueen.com, is white with gold. It's just a different decal, but overall, same type machine, same design. Not a lot of updates over the years other than tools, hose length, power head designs. Personally, my favorite here, you can take the hose accessory kit, pop it on this one, a more powerful machine. Much like a lot of the vacuum designers, Rainbow specifically, have actually decreased. I think they've gone back to a higher speed motor now in the newest machine of 2023. Had somebody on YouTube comment about that the other night. But by far, metal container, plastic. So really just, they're all great machines, especially if you put the charcoal filter and or they have a MetaPure filter that you can fit down inside as well. Hospital grade filtration. The cellulose filter combs are great. The only drawback to these machines is dumping the dirt. These dirt containers, depending on how nasty or dirty your home is, typical home, a month and a half, emptied out. These things will hold a lot of dirt. With the airflow, you really never see a decrease in airflow because of the cyclonic airflow action.